So, Mike Evans is a very dynamic wide receiver, and he is now going to hit the free agent market. Now, there's going to be I don't know, it's going to be some questionable things when it comes to signing Mike Evans, right? I understand he's not the youngest dude ever, but he's never not had a 1,000-yard season. We know he's never not had a 1,000-yard season, and Brady was like the only good quarterback he ever played with, other than Tom Brady. He had a bunch of bad, quarterbacks, and he was still putting up 1,000 yards a year. And he's a stud. He's very, very good. He could fit anywhere. And with the Kansas City Chiefs, we know he would obviously rack up 1,000 yards. Now, the only problem is, and it's usually always the problem with these wide receivers, is that Mike Evans wants top 5 wide receiver money. And that's the issue. Brett Veach isn't going to do that. He's not paying Mike Evans top 5 wide receiver money. But he also says he's only going to play with an elite quarterback with a chance to win a Super Bowl. So that sounds like Patrick Mahomes, because we know who's winning the Super Bowls. We know Mike Evans like Patrick Mahomes. He was talking very highly of him on the sidelines during the Super Bowl versus the Bucs. And I do believe he would team up with Pat. But the top 5 wide receiver money thing, he got to put his ego to the side, man. He already won a Super Bowl, so I don't know. He already won a Super Bowl, but I guess he wants to win more. And then that's the problem with these wide receivers that already have a ring, though. They just be wanting a lot of money. Now, Veach could definitely work him out a deal. It's just going to be up to him if he wants to take it. I'm pretty sure Brett Veach is going to give him a good offer. Not top 5 wide receiver money, but he's going to try to finesse, and it's up to Mike Evans if he want to get finessed. And I don't know how you could not want Mike Evans on the Chiefs. I mean, if you pair him with Mahomes, that's some legendary stuff, man. He's already played with Brady, who's the greatest quarterback of all time, until Mahomes retires. And he has until Mahomes has all his years done. But so he knows how to play with an elite quarterback, but he still haven't played with a Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is a different level of elite, and we all know this. We see the passes that Patrick Mahomes make. We see the way he improvises. He gets out the pocket, and we know what he could do. We see how skilled he is. So if you just pair him with a dude like Evans, who's a big-bodied wide receiver who could catch passes that need to be caught, even though sometimes he drops passes, he still be coming up clutch. He gets open. He creates separation. He'll kill you on a vertical, and he'll dust you. Like, this dude is a very good wide receiver, man. He uses his length. He uses his size. He stretches the field. He's a solid route runner. He's more underrated than people think. And I don't know, him with Patrick Mahomes, it just sounds like a recipe for a Super Bowl. Kels, Evans, and Rice would definitely change everything for the Kansas City Chiefs. And if we draft a wide receiver like Troy Franklin to pair with them two, game over. It's game time. It's game time. The Chiefs would be right back in the Super Bowl, ready for a three-peat. And I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. My wide receivers, I personally would take, free agency. Mike Evans, Calvin Ridley, Gabe Davis. I would definitely take Darnell Mooney. I do think he's a talented wide receiver. I mean, he had 1,000 yards before, so we definitely know what Darnell Mooney could do, especially, that he'll be back with his offensive coordinator because he had the 1,000 yards under Nagy. But, bro, Mike Evans is a dream come true for the Kansas City Chiefs. And you have to enjoy that, man. You have to love it as a Chiefs fan. You can't tell me that you wouldn't like Mike Evans on his team, man. You really can't tell me that you wouldn't like to see Mike Evans on his team with Patrick Mahomes, who's not even really in his prime yet, if you ask me. And he's already one of the greatest. He's the second greatest quarterback of all time. And seeing him with Mike Evans, then Kels, who's debatably the best tight end that ever played a game of football and is the best receiving tight end that ever played a game of football. And then you got a threat like Rashee Rice, who's emerging into a top player in this league and could easily put up 1,000 yards next year. So you pair Evans, Rashee Rice, and then you draft a guy like Troy Franklin, Xavier Legette, even Worthy, because all you need them to do is be a wide receiver 3. And we're really, really scary. We are a scary offense, and I understand the defense, it might take a hit this year, But either way, man, we could build this team back up on offense, and we could go back to seeing that fun Kansas City Chiefs team that we all know Patrick Mahomes could win MVP. And hopefully our defense don't take a huge drop down. It just might not be as good as last year, but it could still be very, very solid for us. And I have no idea why people act like, I don't know, like Chiefs fans are kind of confusing to me, because you complain about the offense, you complain about MVS, who you just cut, you complain about dudes like Tony, you complain about Justin Watson, shit. Some of y'all even complain about Rasheed. And then you don't want a dude like Mike Evans. It doesn't make sense. Like, some Chiefs fans are just like, they don't know what they want. Like, do you want a top offense, or do you just don't, like, you want to see Patrick Mahomes frustrated through the regular season? Even though we keep winning Super Bowls, no, I still want to see a slow offense like that again. Like, the defense was very nice to watch, but that might not be that same defense this year. So we're going to have to make moves on the offensive side of the ball, because we can't control the fact that we're probably going to lose Snead or Chris Jones, or maybe both, who even knows. So the best thing to do is just at least improve the wide receivers in free agency and get like one wide receiver in the draft, and then for the rest of the draft, you could just focus on defense. And I just think a guy like Mike Evans is perfect. I mean, he's old, but he's clearly still in his prime. Y'all was saying the same thing about, well, not his prime, but he's clearly still putting up numerous 1,000-yard seasons, and it's a top wide receiver in this league. Y'all said the same thing about D-Hop being too old, and then he ended up putting up 1,000 yards with the Tennessee Titans. So I just think it's okay to take a look at Evans, man. I mean, he would change our team. He would definitely put up some great numbers with us. He'll play for a long time, in my opinion. Definitely will win multiple Super Bowls with us, and he'll definitely be on that adventure for this three-peat. I just want to see a big-bodied wide receiver one that could catch with hands, and I just want to see a pure separator that just gets open in the Chiefs uniform, bro. That's really all I want to see. That's all I'm asking for. And I think Mike Evans is the perfect piece to the puzzle. And I would love to see it, man. I would love it. And I don't know how much of y'all would love it, but I know I definitely will love it. And I got a video coming soon on Calvin Ridley, too. I got a video coming on Darnell Mooney. I'm going to do all the wide receivers so we can get that out the way. And we'll just see whoever we sign. Then I'm going to start talking about the O-line. Then I'm going to, do some videos on the defense and stuff. I got a Snead video coming out soon. Probably drop that in the next few days or whatever. I got a lot of content coming out for y'all, man. Chiefs Priority, we back. We always going to come out strong. Once I upload on the first of the month, I ain't stopping. This is our month. Let's take over. Let's grow. Stay on it, just stay on this journey with me. I appreciate all my subscribers that have been tuning into my videos every single time I upload. Love y'all. Y'all who I do it for, man. Chiefs Kingdom, Chiefs Priority, and I'm out. Peace.